morning, middle school students. This is Mr. Becker sharing you our morning meeting, and I want to thank you for tuning in. A couple of things that I want to share, and then during our meeting, we'll talk a little bit about our habits of mind and our focus for this week. I'm going to talk a little bit about a journaling opportunity that you're going to have. Where you can get tech support if you need it. And then finally, I'm going to give you an update on my ukulele playing because I mentioned last week that was a new skill I was starting. And I put the challenge out for you guys to start to try out a new skill. So I'm going to share my presentation here for you. And we're going to get going here. So for our check-in, one of our habit of mind focus this week is thinking and communicating with clarity and precision. And I think that that's so important right now because in our current situation where we're having to communicate virtually, and maybe over the phone, and maybe by email, it could be by video. Sometimes you don't capture all the emotion of things, and you don't come across how you want to when you're in person. So it's really important to if you're writing an email, make sure that you say exactly what you mean, or if you're having conversation in class, if you're concerned about something, that you share that, because being really clear with your communication right now is so important, so you don't come off one way and maybe your teacher or your parent thinks that you're saying something else. So that is really important right now. So your challenge around thinking and communicating with clarity and precision this week is, I found this on a blog post that another principal put out. I thought it was really cool, so I wanted to share with you guys. But the challenge is to start a journal to chronicle our school closure. Your journal entry could include, but it would not be limited to, talking about local events, talking about school events, or school events that aren't happening because of our situation. Virtual learning versus a regular school day, national, local, and family reaction to our current pandemic and school closure, how our lives have changed, basically anything related to our current pandemic situation, how it's affecting our day-to-day lives. Because what you need to think about is we're living history right now, and I know every day is history, but this is something that your kids will be talking about in their history classes in 2045. So wouldn't it be great if you could provide a firsthand account of what that was like, and have them share with their classmates, or talk about a typical day and what happened in the school closure in Wisconsin in 2020? This would be an example of a primary source document. I'm sure that if you shared your journal and your ideas with your social studies teacher or your language arts teacher, they would definitely give you credit for an assignment or a project of that type. So this journal, it doesn't have to be every day. It just could be something that you do every couple days, just to write down some thoughts, things that you see on the news, things that you're feeling or things that are happening. And then one thing that I would like to do is I'll be sharing my journal entry next week, or journal entries next week. I'll probably just pick one, but then I'd also like to schedule an open time. If students are interested and they want to share and talk about our school closure and journals entries that they're putting in, that you could do that. So that'd be kind of a cool thing for you to do, particularly as maybe you're struggling to find some things to in between your classwork and different things. So if you are interested in doing that, I'll be setting up that weekly meeting, but you can just do that and share with your teachers too. So there's an option. Another thing I just wanted to mention is that if you have any technology related issues, to put a help ticket into Mr. Saylor at help.ncards.org. That is the quickest way to get help for your technology needs. And then finally, I wanted to give you an update on my ukulele playing. And so I mentioned last week that my new skill was going to be learning to play the ukulele. And so I was taking some lessons online, and also from my wife, Mrs. Becker, who is a music teacher. So I'm going to share with you how that's going. So first thing is I found out that there's a very specific way you're supposed to hold a ukulele. And then secondly, there's just some interesting, there's specific ways that you have to hold the frets or strum. So I'm still learning as we're going, but we're going to try this out here. So, oh, whoops, I got my lyrics here. Okay, here we go. So there's a song that I learned was the best day of my life. So here we go. I had a dream so big and loud, I jumped so high, I touched the clouds. Oh, 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 oh. I stretched my hands up to the sky, we danced with monsters through the night. Oh, 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 oh. I'm never gonna look back. Oh, never gonna give up. Oh, please don't wake me now. Woo, ooh, this is gonna be the best day of my life. My life. Ooh, ooh, this is gonna be the best day of my life. My life. So there you go, Cardinals. That's my my efforts this week on the ukulele. If you have any, just gonna get my screen a little shorter here. If you have any new skills that you're trying out, you can share that with me at hashtag Becker Plays Ukulele on Instagram, Twitter, whatever social media you have, and share your progress. And I'll be putting that out, my progress out on hashtag Becker Plays Ukulele also. So thank you very much, Cardinals. I hope you have a great day, and let's make it count.